Audio 3, starting off with paragraph 14. The cobra struck and missed. Again the mongoose sprang aside, jumped in and bit. Again the birds dived at the snake, bumped into each other instead, and returned shrieking to the safety of the cactus. The third round followed the same course as the first, but with one dramatic difference. The crow and the myna, still determined to take part in the proceedings, dived at the cobra, but this time they missed each other as well as their mark. The myna flew on and reached its perch, but the crow tried to pull up in mid-air and turn back. In the second that it took the bird to do this, the cobra whipped its head back and struck with great force, its snout thudding against the crow's body. So now here it says that, the first round of the fight was almost over. The mongoose was able to, give a bite on the snake's, neck part, and those two birds, that is the myna and the crow also, they also wanted to participate in this fight that was going on, and they collided in midair, and then they came back and sat back in the respective places from where they were watching. The cobra attacked but missed it. The mongoose again jumped aside. So now again the cobra, it went to attack the mongoose, but the mongoose was very quick, and here again it, quickly jumped aside. The birds again tried to attack the cobra, but again they collided in midair, and so they came back and sat again on the cactus tree. So these, the second move also, the mongoose was very quick enough, and he went and attacked this thing. And then again, when the second attack happened on the snake, these two birds also, they also flew out of the place from where they were sitting, and they thought that okay, they will also go and attack the snake. But here again they both collided again in midair. Then the third time, now the third round of the fight is happening. The third time again the birds tried to attack the cobra in the same manner, but this time there was a change. They didn't collide with each other. The myna flew back to its shelter, but the crow tried to continue the fight in the air and come back. So now here what happened is, the myna and the third round of fight was happening, and then these two birds again also, they also wanted to actually participate in the fight that was happening between the snake and the mongoose. And so but usually the first and the second time, both the myna and the crow, they collided with each other, but this time they didn't collide. In fact, the myna, maybe it got a little frightened, it came back and it sat back on the cactus tree. But the crow, it wanted to show how brave it was, and it wanted to go and fight with the snake. And and then the snake also, it was, actually it was angry, already fighting with the mongoose, and then now another one coming to fight with him. So it got so very angry that the cobra moved suddenly and attacked the crow with full force. Okay. And and with full force it went and attacked the crow, and then you can see what happened actually there in the picture. Then paragraph 16. I saw the bird flung nearly 20 feet across the garden. It fluttered about for a while, then lay still. The myna remained on the cactus plant, and when the snake and the mongoose returned to the fight, very wisely decided not to interfere again. The cobra was weakening, and the mongoose, walking fearlessly up to it, raised himself on his short legs, and with a lightning snap had the big snake by the snout. The cobra writhed and lashed out in a frightening manner, and even coiled itself about the mongoose, but to no avail. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle, and then smelt along its quivering length gripped it around its hood and dragged it into the bushes. The myna dropped cautiously to the ground, hopped about, peered into the bushes from a safe distance, and then, with a shrill cry of congratulations, flew away. So now here, the crow wanted to also have a fight with the snake, but the snake, it was actually irritated that somebody else is also attacking him, so it attacked the crow all of a sudden. And the author and the narrator saw that the crow was flung around about 20 feet away from there, across the garden, and then it fluttered. That means it flapped its wings for a little while and then it lay still. It means nothing, but it started shaking very severely, and then it became still, means nothing. It died. The myna was on the cactus plant and she didn't interfere in the fight after that. So now when the myna saw what had happened, she thought that it is better that she stay in a safe place there and then watch what will happen. So now here the cobra was weakened and defeated. So now 2 rounds fought and the cobra was losing its strength. The mongoose attacked fearlessly. It exhausted the cobra with its shrewd and fast attack moves. So now here saying that of course both were equally fast, but then the mongoose proved to be more faster, and then it attacked the cobra, and then it went on attacking it fearlessly. It was not afraid about the consequences, and with this the cobra was almost very exhausted, and the mongoose took advantage of this situation, and with its shrewd and fast attack moves, it wound itself. It was able to disable or weaken its opponent. And so here what happened was the cobra writhed and lashed out in a frightening manner and even coiled itself about the mongoose, even though the strength was weakening from the cobra. This cobra, in its last attempt, it went and wound itself, it went and turned itself around the mongoose, but still that also did not frighten the mongoose. The mongoose, it hung on grimly, so in a very very serious manner, without showing any emotion that it was bothered that the snake came and coiled itself around the mongoose. The mongoose was least bothered about this situation, and it stood there like that until the snake ceased to struggle. So the snake was struggling, trying to go around the mongoose, but then it was totally exhausted. And then what happened was, it realized that the mongoose took advantage of this, bit the snake properly, and then after there was no movement at all, and so the mongoose somehow freed itself from the snake, and then it smelled its quivering length. So here itself that the mongoose understood that with this the snake is no more, it is dead. So just to be a little more to be more to make itself sure that yes, the snake is finally dead, it was smelling the full length of the snake, and then it gripped its hood, it caught hold of that the top part of the snake and dragged it into its bushes. Okay, then the myna fell down to the ground, and hopping about, she reached the bushes. So the myna was watching all this. So now she came down from where she was sitting and watching this, and then she wanted to see where the mongoose is taking the snake and going, and then she reached the bushes to that bushes where she saw the mongoose disappearing with the snake. And then from a safe distance, that she did not actually go very very close to the bushes, but from quite a distance she saw what she's this thing, and then she gave a congratulatory high pitched sound, so that she what the narrator means was, like, she was indirectly congratulating the mongoose for her win over this fight, and then she flew away. So with this we come to the end of this lesson. Thank you, children. I hope you have understood everything about this lesson. Thank you.